Hi, welcome to this brand new tutorial. Today we're going to start creating a new project. We're going to talk about more Selenium WebDriver. From previous tutorials, I show you how to set up Visual Studio and NUnit and unit testing project. Now we're going to combine everything. We're going to create new automation test cases. What we're gonna do, we're gonna use this the site to create some automation. I want to go over what we're gonna cover in this project one. We're gonna start setting up the WebDriver, and then I'm gonna show you the many ways to finding the element. So you have a menu, you have a link text, sometimes you have an image, and you need the various ways to selecting that element. So I'm going to show you how many different ways we can select that element, and I'm gonna show you how to run your test in different browser. So far we did use Firefox, so I'm going to show you how to run on the Internet Explorer and the Chrome. And after, at the end, we need to make sure what are we testing. We want to verify and assert. We're gonna take a look at the assert and verify commands. All right, so let me go over what we're gonna do. Let's say you have a test case to test the create new account page. On this site, if you go log in and there is a create new account, when you run your test doing manual testing, you go steps. So you need to click login and click create account, and after you have a registration page shows up, and you need to fill this required fields. Then you click register, and that message will show up. Your registration is complete. So we need to test this one, and we're gonna do this one, and we're gonna automate this one using Selenium WebDriver. Okay, so let's open up the Visual Studio, and let's create brand new project. That way, so everybody will be in the same page. And you can use different sites to follow through, and everybody will be in the same page. It doesn't have to be registration. It could be like Facebook login or Twitter, whatever site you want to do. The concept is the same, and how to find the element, how to set up the project, and we're going to talk more about WebDriver. Okay, let's call this one project 1 pro 1. Okay, I'm just going to choose C#, go test, unit test project, click OK. You need there's 3 screens you need to consider. You need to have Test Explorer open. If you don't have this, you just go to Test, Windows, Test Explorer. Okay, another one is your actual test right here. What we're gonna do, we're gonna right click, we're gonna rename that. Let's rename registration TC test cases. Okay, all right, yes, I want to rename it, and your public class, it's update to a new name. Okay, the next step we're gonna need is we're gonna have this Selenium we need to bring the Selenium WebDriver to our project. So for that, right click, manage NuGet package for solution, go to online, search for Selenium, and we're gonna need that 2 packages. We need Selenium WebDriver, and we need the Selenium WebDriver support classes. I'm gonna install both of them. Yes, click OK. Yes, and install the second package. There you go. We're just gonna close. What I'm gonna do inside my project 1, I'm gonna create new folder, and I'm gonna name this test cases. Okay, perfect. And I'm gonna put this registration test case in that folder. Okay, all right. And we have our references, WebDriver, and support classes. We can start writing our code. Okay, let me call this one TC1, test case 1. And for this one, what I'm gonna do, I need to call, if you remember from previous class, we need to call iWebDriver. You can start typing iWebDriver, and you're not gonna you're gonna see this error. What you're gonna do, you have to bring that using, you have two different way. You can come here using, and you remember that openqa.selenium, right? And this error is gonna go away. We have another way to do this. Let's say, let me delete this whole thing, because right now you see this error message because maybe I misspelled something. iWebDriver. If you start WebDriver, there you go. It's gonna come up, right? And because you need to assign to driver, that's what's going on. Perfect. And this green means is this variable never used. That's why you see this green. If there's something wrong with it, you will see red. But at the moment, what you can do another way, if you don't have this using, usually you get this error. So what you're gonna do, just click, and you see this little arrow, click and bring that using, so that way you don't have to come and type, so automatically it comes up. So let's bring the driver, the same thing. We're gonna call our Firefox. See, it's not gonna come. So what we're gonna do, click that arrow, bring that Firefox. There's two usings we're gonna need. Okay, so next thing, so we got call our WebDriver and the Firefox, and next step we're gonna call we're gonna navigate to that URL. So navigate the go to URL, and we're gonna give that URL. Let's go back to, and let me copy the URL. This is where we're gonna go to, and let's say we want to find element, driver, find element. What we're doing is we need to first, when you come to this page, you want to click this login. So we need to click this login. We need to find the element ID or XPath of this element. To do that, if you remember from previous class, what we did is right click and we did inspect element. You will see this little inspect element with the Firebug. This is a new tool for Firefox. That's what I did install right here. As right here, if you see this little bug, all you need to do is to get that, you need to go to add-ons and get add-on and just click Firebug. And I have already installed, that's why it's not showing up here, but you can just install it from there to get that Firebug. We're gonna use this one, not that much. If you want to install, it'll be nice to have. Instead of going that route, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start using IDE to get some of the elements path. Let me show you how we're gonna do that. So you just need to open up your Selenium IDE. I need to grab this element's ID. So you can right click, inspect element, right? And I can see there's no ID for this element. I cannot grab by the ID. So next thing, what I can do, come to your Selenium IDE and click the select button and come to your site, and whatever element you want to select, just click the login and it will get that target path. So right now it did select it by CSS, but if you click here and drop down, you have more options. So second option is by XPath. That's what I'm gonna use to go to next level. Okay, I'm just gonna copy this whole XPath and we're gonna minimize here. We're gonna come back to our code and we did search by XPath. And we're gonna open and close bracket and we're gonna paste that code to here. And what I'm gonna do, we're gonna perform click command. So we need to click that. Okay, and I'm gonna close this right here. Okay, I'm just gonna save. And when you click, there's another one is we need to click and we're gonna need to search to next create account. We need to click this create account. Let me run this test so make sure it's working. So we want to make sure it's going to navigate to Firefox and to that local host drive. Okay, so we're going to save this. And if you remember from the Solution Explorer, if you don't see Solution Explorer, is you can see the couple. Maybe you have like 2-3 tabs open. You just need to go to your Solution Explorer, and you need to right click to your project, and you need to build the solution. And if you take a look at the Test Explorer, as soon as build is finished, your test will show up here. So my test at the moment is TC1. There you go. What I'm gonna do, just right click, run selected tests. We want to test and we want to make sure our code it's up and running. There you go, our Firefox browser. And it's gonna navigate to localhost drive. Okay, perfect. And next thing is it click a login menu. Perfect. And you can see everything went fine. You see that green and test is path. So another thing we're gonna need at the end, we need to call driver quit. And I'm gonna just save this test. Perfect. All right, this is our first test, and on the next tutorial, what we're gonna do, we're gonna see many ways to select the ID by ID, select the element by ID. There's a CSS class and there's XPath. Thank you for watching, and I'm gonna stop recording right now, and I'm gonna continue on another tutorial this project.